Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome in. It is lovely to see you. First things first, Plumber Muffin, congratulations. Well done. Pat yourself on the back. Round of applause to you. You were the first viewer to redeem first this stream, so you get to be first. We also have shout outs to the last, who was Settle and Beavis from last time, but the first last, and the current last is Poison Darth Frog, currently, at the moment. That could change at any time, apparently. It's just a redemption. And Plum, also thank you so much for redeeming word of the stream, Frank Herbert Smoosh. I am not catching the reference, and so I would love to know what Moosh stands for there, as always, because I like learning about new properties. Hello and welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hi, SNK. Hi, Boo. Hi, everyone who chose to stop in. Poison Darth Frog, Plum. Hello. Hello, it is another wonderful Wednesday, and we're very happy to be here. Plum also. Oh, Dune. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. Was anyone watching the Olympic figure skating? Because yesterday someone did a routine to a song from Dune, and it was actually really cool. And he looked a little bit like Timothée Chalamet, and that was probably on purpose. It's okay. I understand. I understand the rules. I've been delighted by the figure skating, and so I hope that anybody else who is enjoying it has similarly been delighted. It's making me smile this year, and we need some of that. But Plum, thank you so much for the resub, by the way, before I forget and like fail to say something useful. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I hope you continue to enjoy all of your bun emotes on this channel. So, how is everyone's Wednesday going? Obviously, I'm going to be slightly Olympics obsessed because I don't think I've done anything other than watch those since they started. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this giant bird with no face. It's better than the tiny birds with human faces. Listen. Contextually, you do have to have been paying attention to this game for a little while in order to catch that. But you're right. The giant bird with no face that just comes out of nowhere and picks me up in its claws, significantly better than the tiny bird with the human face. Get hands down. Just hands down. So Plum, again, word of the stream. Thank you. Frank Herbert Smoosh. One second. Yes, Frank Herbert Smoosh. Okay, we have some accurate meanderings of memory. I'm just remembering, and this is too delightful to not remind everybody, that last week's Moosh was Moosh with like 23 O's or something like that, and I counted. So that's delightful. But we'll change. We'll change it up to Frank Herbert's Moosh instead, because it was your request. So of course we'll do it. You circumstantially saw some figure skating on Sunday because it was on during a family gathering. Did you enjoy what you saw, at least? I mean, that sounds to me like you're not trying to, on purpose, obsessively watch all of it through CBC's free service that shows the Olympics. I have some very particular things that I like watching whenever the Olympics come around. And for the Winter Olympics, it's the figure skating. Frank Herbert. I, for some reason, am worried that I'm going to spell that wrong. I missed the apostrophe. But that's okay. We got close enough. Do you know which part you circumstantially saw, Poison Dark Frog? Sunday was Sunday the team event still? Or had Sunday started the ice dance yet? There you go, Plum. Frank Herbert's Moosh is our lovely word of the stream today. So enjoy that. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you're popping in for the first time or if you haven't been here for a while, I mean, it's lovely to see you. You're phenomenal and fantastic, and I hope you know that you are wonderful. But unrelated to that, I'm playing Twilight Princess, and I have mixed feelings about this particular game. Many mixed feelings. I actually was thinking about this earlier this morning. I think I might need K Menzel to remind me what happened. We were talking about video games as art forms and how I find Zelda in particular, I experience as an art form. Like playing the game, I experience as an art form until I get to the combat, and then I experience it as the most frustrating thing I've ever done in my life. So the combat in Zelda games is very interruptive to like my experience of this as art, and that's basically my opinion on the topic, which is very broad, but it was something that I happened to be talking about, so it's on my mind right now, which means, yeah, my feelings are mixed, and we're gonna see exactly how many times we run into things that make me go, "Grr." Either because they're icky or because they're frustrating. This game has given me both. But we're here. We're a wolf right now. We have our best friend Midna, who's hanging out with us, and I think we're trying to find and destroy some insects to collect some tears. And the last that I recall from last week is I'm missing 4 tiers and I see 3 dots on my map. So I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. I think I might have to do the flying section again. Like, I don't see dots on that section, but I don't know if they'd show if I'm not actually doing it. I'm not sure, but we somehow have to find 4 tiers. So that's fine. You use figure skating as your example of why you watch wrestling but don't like to see people get hurt. You like the choreography, but you don't want to see them slip up. Do you know what's really interesting about that? So first of all, great example. Second of all, extremely true, especially in my experience. Third of all, I literally was saying that watching the men's short program yesterday. I was like, no, I just, like, what I want to see is I just want to see all of them skate beautifully. I want every single person skating to skate the best they have ever skated. I want no mistakes. I want no dropped anything. I just want everything to be the most beautiful they've ever skated so that they can just win off of technical points. Like, who skated the hardest program, technically? I don't care. They can just win. They can just have the gold. Just let them have it. Because it really is, like, it can be very stressful, especially when you really care passionately about some of them. But I think what I was especially liking this year, at least so far, is how many of the skaters that I've seen up to this point that just have so much personality, and they're fun to watch even when they fall. But it would be nicer if they didn't. Okay, so I'm currently in that area. Oh, I remember where I am. I need to go there to get to Castletown. Did I already go to Castletown? I don't think I already went to Castletown. Map. Oh, wow. I'm all the way over here. No, I do think I need to try going this way. So there's one... Okay, this is not a bad map to be on. There are 3 glowing white dots on this map right now, and those, I believe, are the insects. So there's a glowing white dot up here. I tried going up the river. I can't get all the way to the top. So I'm not sure what that's about, because I need to bomb some stairs. So I'm not 100% sure, and I might have to do the flying section again for that. Again, not sure. This, I believe, is my save point, which is funny because it's very far away from my spawn point, but I believe that's my save point. This is inside Castletown, and I haven't gone there yet. I'm assuming it's in the hut where the Zora Prince is being sick. And this is on a corner of the lake that I, like, didn't properly explore. Yay! So I have to go back there. I wonder if I could just, like, jump off and swim this whole way. Like, just for the giggles. That would probably take a really long time. Oh no. I don't even remember what I did anymore. I remember freaking out a little bit because she was a ghost and, like, something. I remember I had a reaction, but I don't remember what the reaction was right now. Poison Dark Throg, thank you for redeeming Ask Me Anything. What? With music, the tune that I no longer remember. What? You look so human. Aired it out. Is that you asking me? Like, I do say ask me anything. You know what, boys and dress frog? It's a totally valid question. Why do I look so human? Let me tell you, it might be because I am human. I know. Like, such an admission is probably a surprise to everybody here in chat. I'm so sorry, chat, if you feel like betrayed by this or if you're being made uncomfortable. I totally understand that. But I am, in fact, a human. And I'm so sorry. Genetics. Yes, but I am in fact a human, and I'm so sorry that I didn't share that with you guys ahead of now. It just took me a long time to feel comfortable in this community enough to like open up about my humanness and my like genetic threshold of just being a human being. What a good ask me anything. It's an especially funny one to me because like currently I'm in wolf form over here. And so I don't look very human. Oh, that's why I can't go that way. It's blocked. Damn. That was not a swear word. We're very family friendly on this channel and I saw an opportunity and I took it. That's a damn. It's in my way. Oh well, I guess we'll go this way. Which we've done before. He does have pretty human eyes. Oh my gosh, the current is so strong. Do you mind getting me to the point where I can like just swim? Thank you. So good. He's the goodest, floofiest boy. Whee! Okay. Now I can just like exit because there's nothing much else to do here. So I think we need to get inside the city. Ugh. Okay. I'm literally just following my map. Trying to see what my best options might be. And it's telling me to go this way. Because I remember there were a bunch of, like, Castletown had a lot of entrances, but a bunch of them were blocked the last time I was in there. Good evening, Settled on Beavis. Congratulations on being the last from last stream. So thanks for popping in so that I could let you know that. How are you doing this wonderful Wednesday? I hope you are well. I am trying to get into the town. Which means I have to go across the bridge. This is not the bridge that got lit on fire. There was a bridge that got lit on fire. I realize it makes me nervous. Bridges make me nervous. Really? You still have some? That is some very... Oh. Hello, Mr. Golden Wolf? I thought you were somewhere else. I remember that you exist, because I howled at you, but I did not think that was where you were. Well, I'm gonna have to come back when I'm a person again. What? What do you mean I have to fight more of these? Always 3. Always in sets of 3. Whoop. Okay. Context required, please. I would like to understand what I am seeing. Okay. Okay. I have located everybody, I think. Hello? Okay. I am pressing the wrong button. Okay, there's the correct button. So now I need have been really useful to do ages ago. Because now I have a warp point right outside Castletown. There's a heart all the way over there. Hilarious that you think that I could make it that far. Oh, that actually might help, though. Did I? I did. I did. I have a warp point in the Zora's Kingdom at the top of the waterfall. Maybe that's how I get up there? Okay. I'll come back. First I'll check Castletown, I think. So for anyone who's never played this game before, something like is stealing the powers of like these light spirits or something, and they're scattering them around as these creepy little bugs. They are creepy little bugs. That's really all you need to know. They're creepy little bugs. Can I go this way? I can go this way, right? Yes, I can. And I have to go and kill all the creepy little bugs to collect all of the light for the light spirit again. I think it's this way. Yes. Hello. And once I've killed all the bugs and collected all the light, the spirit can turn back into a, like... Did I do this wrong? Is it not in here? Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing the dot in here. Where? Where was dot? Ah. That was there. Yep. Ouch. Bug where? There. Got it. Okay. Very helpful. So that was a bug. Can I warp from here? Yes. I maybe can warp from here. Can I warp all the way up there? Maybe? This might be where I find another one. That would be extremely convenient if it was. Okay. I am in the water. Ooh, this is the right place. Bug over here somewhere? Bug? I am standing where Bug is supposed to be. Okay, you have nothing to say. Hello? Bug where? Bug on different side of wall? Oh, come on. That's not really where I wanted to go. Yep, that's definitely not where I wanted to go. There is a dot here. There is a dot on my map here. Do you see that, chat? There's a dot, like, right on the wall edge. Oh. Okay. I need to bother it. Ouch. Okay, hold on. Where go? Come on. Why are you flying so high? Oh! You're doing a thing where you're like attacking me and my timing is not working very well. Come on. Ugh, why does he win those? How do I hurt him? Okay, I just need to dodge him. Fine. I guess that makes sense. Okay. And then I need to be all the way back down here, and I don't think, did the Zora swallow the bug? I mean, maybe. That would have been a reason. That's why I spoke to the Zora, because like a reasonable interpretation of that would have been, is the flopping thing here? Nope, it was just on the wall and I couldn't see it. I just need to win the fight. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, should have tried that first. My fault completely. I don't think I can warp all the way down there. Hold on. Where can I warp? Wait, I can! I have a warp point here. That's so much closer. We're using warps today because I was reminded last stream that they exist and I'm supposed to use them for some things. It's a newish mechanic, or it's a mechanic that I'm not fully familiar with. I would like to jump in the water, please. I'm not fully familiar with the mechanic, and that means that... Ooh, we can jump in the water here. Okay, that's good. I need to go that way-ish. I don't know how to get out of the water, but that seems like a problem for later, Lady QAW. We'll be okay. Sometimes when mechanics are new in a game, I forget that I'm supposed to use them. Oh, that poor Zora, just all alone on this island? Hold on, we're getting distracted. On our way to find the bug. Hi. What's that over there? Okay. Thank you. I mean, I can guess what's that over there because I'm assuming that it's bug. And I what is happening? What is happening right now? Hi, Kate Bloomer. Something is happening. And I am confused as to what? Like, we all saw that cutscene, right? Something happened in the water? Where-ish? Where-ish in the water? If I go speak to this guy again, do you think he'll turn and look in a different direction and then say, what's that? Again? Hi, will you help me? What was that thing? Okay, that's not extremely helpful. It's just a giant ball of lightning, no big deal. NBD. We're fine. I'm not sure if we're fine, chat. Oh, wow. That's a fun answer. Are they both anagrams for that on purpose? And they're just incidentally, therefore, anagrams of each other? Okay, so I have once again looked at my map, chat, because maps are how you should do everything, apparently. Because I didn't know where it was. So there is now a glowing spot there, and there was not a glowing spot there before, which means apparently the reason that I couldn't find all 12 spots is because there were only 11 spots, and so apparently there's another one there, and that's what they were trying to show me. And I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Like, why couldn't they just give me all 12 at once? Very weird. Talking about all the ways he included the numbers 7 and 13. Honestly, that's probably deliberate. It's his life's goal. Okay. So what's weird about this is that it is kind of in the middle of nowhere? Floating platforms. Interesting. I was fine, and now I feel like I'm about to be jump scared, and I don't know why. Yay, fabulous timing!
Angry Angel _03 rated my stream with 10 views.
Angel, 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 Angel! Angel! Hello, Angel. Wonderful to see you tonight. Welcome in. I'm throwing a shout out Angel's way. Welcome in, everybody from Angel's stream. Welcome in, Angel. Welcome in, Little Blue. Welcome in, Moogle. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you. Yep, that's me. That's me. If you don't know me, I'm Lady QEW. I really like Nintendo content, so we play a lot of that here, and I'm currently playing through all of the Zelda games that I own, including many of which I have never played before. Like this one. I've never played this one before. It's scary. I don't like it. Hello, Drew. Thank you for coming in. Nice to meet you. And I think that something is about to try to kill me because I'm getting some weird horror cues from this game right now. So, avert your eyes if ye be scared of heart, like me. Except I have to look because I'm playing the game. Except sometimes I don't have to look because I can just shoot things with bombs. That's been great. It is so lovely to see you. Moogle, thank you so much for redeeming Elden Spring, formerly known as Sploosh, formerly known as Hydrate, for 69 channel points. Nice. I will do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that you had a wonderful evening over at Angel's stream, and Angel, I hope you had a wonderful time playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Are you still doing like the new content stuff for that? Okay. And you're crashing through the bushes. Much like Animal Crossing New Horizons, when you can just dig them up to move them out of your way. Thank you for stopping by, Angel. Have a lovely evening. I have to return. Oh, you played Echoes of Wisdom? Wait, hold on. Did I read that wrong? Nope. My shutout doesn't understand things. Just at the end. Okay, then I hope you enjoyed Echoes of Wisdom. And the bed, the bed, the bed, the bed, the bed. He got mad that you sent him bread? Hold on. Hold on, this needs context. Did he get mad because you did send him bread? Or did he get mad because you didn't send him bread? This feels like extremely important information. You sent him a veggie basket? Well, that sounds like a sweet and neighborly thing to do. It sounds lovely. Everyone else got bread. That's very Plum energy. Everyone, you get a bread basket, you get a bread basket, you get a bread basket, you get a lovely little veggie basket. You did send him a nice thing. That was very nice of you. And now he can just get a bunch of bread from a bunch of people because this is now a joke forever and ever and ever. Okay, I love that. That's phenomenal. Thank you so much for sticking around to tell me that story, Angel, because that is delightful. And if you need to do your post-stream things, please do them. Look after yourself. Jump into your lurk mode. All of that is fine. You are wonderful. And you are lovely. Whee! Plum over here flipping tables. You had good reason. Really, Plum? Because I thought you had never eaten a day in your life. And so what use could you have for bread? Clearly. Vegetables are delightful. No bread to make sandwiches. I grew those with my farm. This is wonderful, chat. It feels a little bit like Mom and Dad are fighting. Everyone's so angry all the time. How about we just get along and maybe help me survive whatever's about to happen? Because, okay, so chat, here's what we're working with. We have to get 12 tiers of light. You can see on the far side of my screen that I have 11 tiers of light. And so I have a little empty ball at the bottom of that lovely little light string of necklaces. Don't worry, there's no jump scare in this area. Are you sure? Because it already jump scared me with a weird ball of lightning, and now I can't find it anymore. Anyway, so I have to find... You're like 90% sure. Okay, fair enough. If it's a spider, I'm rioting. So I have to find like one more bug, right? Long story short, there's lightning bugs that you have to kill in order to collect the light. I don't understand this game. Do you understand this game? Does anyone understand this game? Did the people who write this game understand this game? I'm not sure. It just shocked me because I was jumped away from what I was doing to something that freaked me out because I didn't have the context to understand it. And so that's why I call it a jump scare. And I still don't have the context to understand it because on my map, there's a dot and it's like right there. And I can't see it, which means I'm not close enough to it yet. And that's somehow worse. Why can't I see it yet? So it's gonna come like rocketing out of the water or something like that. Probably. That's fine. Little Blue, congratulations on being done work. I hope you have wonderful, wonderful time off. Stanky leg jump scare right now. just I hadn't noticed that until you pointed it out. That's real broken right there. Mexico, hello, welcome in. We get to enjoy the beautiful glitchy leg for just a little bit longer. Thank you so much for redeeming Let's Go to the Lobby, aka Eat Everything. This has previously been a redemption split into 4 parts of Hydrate for 69 channel points, nice, Dehydrate, Seasonal Candy, and Non-Seasonal Candy, and so now you get Rough Time. I'll just edit it back in my head so it'll be like you said that the first time, Kate. So now you guys get to hear my embarrassing story, which is that I didn't realize it was February. You might notice it is not the beginning of February currently. It is not even the first time I've streamed in February. It is February 11th, and I have not yet remembered that it was February, which means I don't have a seasonally appropriate candy for this month, but that's okay because I still have my winter mints, and so I can still say that it's winter because frankly it was cold enough outside a couple of days ago in Canada for me to just like call it that. So that one's a little bit disappointing and I'm sorry about that. And I am gonna have some non-seasonal candy which just has nothing whatsoever to do with the season. I'm probably gonna go with either Nerds or Jelly Bellies if anyone has a preference. It is ridiculous right now in like southern Ontario. But the thing that I am most excited about for this redemption, Mexico, is my Dehydrate because I found something, chat. I found something and I inflicted it on myself and now I have it and I can't really do anything about it. And so we're gonna try to like reveal it little by little. See this lovely little new corner? New. This bag is very yellow. This is a very yellow bag by a brand that I've eaten before. They have garlic parm Doritos. It's the Doritos that you can eat. They don't have any onion in them. I mean, I don't know why they would. They really don't. It's Doritos that you can eat, Kate. Legit. Oh yeah, there's definitely French on here because I am in Le Canada. This is upsetting to me. I do not know what a garlic parm Dorito is gonna taste like. I bought this and my husband looked at me and just went, no. And I was like, okay. There's no onions in this one. It's garlic parm. Why would you put onions in a garlic parm? Just delicious, delicious Doritos. You can also have those. Hold on. I was distracted by things. Any kind of chocolate would be seasonal. Yeah, but I don't just keep chocolate. Actually, I think you would probably have to take that back because the only chocolate I currently have in the house is a Terry's chocolate orange, and I think everyone would agree that Valentine's is not the season that is evoked by that. Can I has onion? I assume you can have onion. I can have onion, just not on this Dorito. So this is the thing that I'm going to try first because I'm actually somewhat terrified of it. See, freshly opened, chat. Freshly opened. Oh, that's a smell. That is a smell and a half. Very garlicky. I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm also avoidant of whatever's going on in the game. We don't need whatever's going on in the game. It's so garlicky in scent. Vampire resistant breath. I will have that. Okay. So here's the thing. These could be a lot worse. We're gonna get some opinions on this one because this is the first time I've ever had this flavor in my mouth. And flavors and me have a bit of a mixed relationship. I really have to get used to them. And so I'm not used to this one yet. So we're getting some like flat. So the smell, very strongly garlic. The taste, significantly more balanced. Actually, the primary taste is corn chip, which is interesting. But the cheese, I was a little bit worried because this is not the only Dorito flavor that has cheese on it. And I was like, well, how do you make something taste like Parmesan? And like, yep, they definitely did that. They managed to do that. So like, there's a sweetness to it almost, which is a little bit confusing. It's not bad. I don't know if this will become my new chip obsession. I have a feeling that the more of this that I eat, the more I'll be aware of the garlic flavor. But primarily the parm is what like starts and the garlic is what finishes. If that makes any sense to anybody. Okay, so how dominant the corn chip is might depend on how much of the flavor is dusted on it. Because that one was a lot more parm than corn. And the first one had quite a lot of corn, so maybe it just wasn't like the flavor. I mean, this happens in Cool Ranch, right? Like you can see it very clearly there that some of them have a million little flavor bits and some of them have almost nothing. Your face if the garlic parm isn't garlic enough. My face if the garlic parm isn't garlic enough is gonna look an awful lot like a vampire. This is what we've decided. It's actually quite interesting as a flavor, but I don't think I'll attempt to feed any to K Menzel because I think he'll hate it. So there you go. There's a fun new dehydrate experience. We're gonna get that hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. Chocolate is a weird flavor to mix with that. Well, that's okay. I think I'm gonna take some nerds for my non-seasonal candy. Ooh, that was a lot. I have a lot of nerds for my non-seasonal candy. That's like a whole palm full. I got them all in though. And then, when my mouth clears up a little bit, I will finish off with what I'm gonna choose to call my seasonal candy. Because it's cold. Because, Chad, it's cold outside. The long weekend is coming up. I am aware of that. I'm panicking a little bit. Okay. I guess I just have to move closer to... Oh! We've been cutscene. Listen, I didn't even remember it was February until today. Okay, thank you. Whoa! Ew! 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 But no thank you? Oh, okay. So not when he's doing his whatever. Okay. Oh. I hate everything about this. Why is this a mini boss? Suddenly. I mean, at least he's big and unwieldy. But it's very difficult to keep track of him. How many times? Oh! Hello? This is kind of icky. The Lady Kudo, if it's a spider, I swear. The game. Good news. It's not a spider. That was so gross, though. Like, just out of nowhere? Utterly terrifying. You're right. Like, somehow, despite all of my movement while I was talking, at no point in time did I move that teeny little step forward to, like, trigger that cutscene. That was so funny. Just 1 inch closer so that it could jump scare me. I think the reason that I think of it as a jump scare is that, like, the monster design in this game has been consistently scarier than it needs to be. And so I experience most combat initiation, especially via cutscene, as a bit of a jump scare because they frighten me. Like, I look at that, like, who wants to see that giant bug pop out of nowhere? That was terrifying. I don't know. I have, like, absolutely zero immunity to that sort of thing. I did smack its leg guts, and even when you describe it like that, that sounds horrible. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to have anything to do with that? Ugh! So once again, they introduced the mechanic of a random mini-boss fight in the middle of what otherwise would have been an adventure game. The Vessel of Light is full of tears sounds like the opening to an emo poem is so accurate when, like, I could expand on that, Poison Darth Frog, because the thing is, in the context of a poem, what is the vessel of light? Well, light refracts into your eye, and that is how you see. And so clearly that must be the vessel. And so that vessel being full of tears, and that's just not at all what the game has anything for. This is fine. There's also a scream in your face jump scare coming just to get ahead of it as best as possible. Wait, there's gonna be an actual jump scare? Like, not just a me being really bad at existence and, like, being frightened by teensy weensy little things like bugs. Like, is this game gonna actually jump scare me? Has a paper due tomorrow about what did the writer mean by this? Excuse you. I don't have a paper due tomorrow. I have a paper due at 11 p.m. tonight. Thank you very much. Is this Moosh a spider? No. Moosh is our friend, which means Moosh cannot be a spider because spiders are not our friends. They have never been our friends, and they will never be our friends. I have a phobia of spiders. I'm sorry. That's exactly how you got through high school. Hey, I thought it was reasonable analysis. Spider Moosh the Moosh bitten by a radioactive spider. Here's the thing. That's a really good call out because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. Thank you for the alert, Akina. Oh, wait, hold on. I probably didn't see that. 1 second. Here's the thing. Holds up the thing. Kate. Kate, come on. Kate. Okay, we're not in Twilight anymore. Ah! You make sure to get that last fused shadow now. See you later. Bye, Midna. Yes, so the thing is, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, but Spider-Man is not a spider. It's not like he transforms into spiders. Moosh the sea slug? Yeah, he got bit by one. There is a lot of spider imagery, but he is not technically a spider, and so I can still be friends with Spider-Man. You're like a crocodile snake crab thing? Okay, so that sounds like an episode of Spider-Man that I'm never going to read ever, 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 and I'm about to wipe from my memory completely. So the next time you speak to me, please expect me to have no recollection whatsoever of this conversation. Oh, from the Jungle Book. Good question. They wanted him in the comics to have organic webs like he does in the Raimi movies. He probably is just named Ka. I got stuck on Shere Khan, but that's the tiger. Oh my gosh. They have Shere Khan and then they have Ka, because apparently all villains have to have a K sound in their name. Scar. That is why your name is Kate. Oh! Very well done, Kate. Very well done. You can be the villain in my superhero origin story, I guess. I don't know. My name is Lanayru. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ka. Your efforts have at last restored each of us light spirits in Hyrule. Oh, hero chosen by the gods. The dark power that you seek, it waits in a temple set in the bed of Lake Hylia. But before seeking it, you must now bear witness to something and never forget it. Wait. That's a bit of a combo breaker. Okay. I'm gonna press Ada next. But before I do, having been advised that there is a jump scare coming up, I'm immediately suspicious by this. Because neither of the other spirits really had much in the way of anything to say for me other than thank you, and then I was a little boy again and had to go off and do other things. And now he's making me bear witness to something, and I am suspicious of that. Okay. I'm still suspicious of it because the other two spirits didn't do this. Bedtime. Oh no. Well, Plum, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for the resub, and just thank you for being awesome. I hope you sleep well. I will try not to get eaten by anything, and I will kick every enemy butt that I see. You must know that it was the will of the goddesses that we lock away the forbidden power. Listen, I kind of figured that already. But it's okay, because I got a goddess on speed dial. I'm gonna go rescue her son at some point, I think. If I remember correctly, she told me she'd let me breathe underwater if I helped him, so I do have to do that. Hello, Loki! How are you? It's me, I'm here. It's you, you're also here. It's a giant crocodile slug snake thing from underwater. It's also here. He insists his name is Lanayru, but I'm calling him Lamooshru. Because I know what my naming conventions are. Mm-mm. Okay. We floating? Okay, the goddesses gave order and life to the world, granted power equally to those who dwelt in light, and returned to the something something. Okay, sacred realm? Okay. We have a sacred realm. For ages the people lived at ease, content in mind and body. Prepare myself? Kate, am I gonna have nightmares? Um... I have some questions. But I have more questions? Interlopers who excelled at magic appeared. Hey, look, it's me? Okay, but that's just Midna's hat. Don't even. Thanos? Why am I on that side now? We sealed away the great magic those individuals had mastered. The light spirits did. That's just Midna's hat, though. I can't not notice it. Okay, I'm not really enjoying looking at that face. Thank you, Link. You know this magic. It is the dark power you seek, the fused shadow. Okay. Why? Those who do not know the danger of wielding power will before long be ruled by it. Never forget that. Why is this so creepy? Like, why did it need to be this creepy? Why? Dude, I'm not 100% sure you're my friend anymore. I am asking it of the whole game. This is like the 4th stream I've asked this. Was it necessary to make this game as creepy as possible? Apparently yes, but why? Why would you do that? I am asking it of this whole game. Like, genuinely. I understand the swing from Wind Waker. I understand that. But the problem that I have is that I love Wind Waker. It is my favorite 3D Zelda game, and this game is not going to convince me otherwise. It's the best game! I will fight them. You send those people to me. Those people who say Wind Waker was too bright and cheery, you send them to me. I will fight them. I will fight them using the combo that I learned in Wind Waker of hold target and press A when you start to attack me to counterattack. Nintendo heard that and doubled down. Has anybody checked on Nintendo? Are they okay? Do they have like company therapy? You're really sad that Skyward Sword is next? Why are you really sad that Skyward Sword is next? I'm gonna need context for that. Is it because Skyward Sword is cheery? Is it because Skyward Sword is bad? Is it because there's a different one you're looking forward to that you wish was next? The game where you don't even get a choice because all you did was press A and they had to cinematic that to make sure you watched it? Yeah, not super dark at all. Anyway. So I'm about to turn into a bad guy. Okay. So let's get back on track here. Ooh, there's a treasure chest down there. That's fine. Wait, maybe I should try and get that now. Or maybe I should come back. So, what I remember is if I help the prince who is sick, I'm going to be able to breathe underwater. And it sounds like that might be necessary given the fact that the next dungeon is at the bottom of the lake. The aesthetic fools people. The game's story is kind of creepy, actually. Oh, am I going to get a hook shot at some point? Because I see a target up there. I'm just so creeped out by this whole thing that I don't even want to explore. I'm so creeped out. Ugh. Well, I am a human again. Being a human again means that I can go find the golden wolf. Creepy bug boss fight followed by the creepiest cutscene thus far. This game is not doing itself any favors in terms of appealing to, like, my intention. What is that? What are these things on my map? What is this? What is that? Okay, so the wolf is still there. What are these stopwatches? Why are there stopwatches? Why is there a stopwatch on my map, chat? Sir-Moosh-a-Lot or Nicki Mouchage? Okay, Sir-Moosh-a-Lot is definitely a spectacular name for that spirit who thought their name was Lanayru, but they are clearly wrong. Their name is Sir-Moosh-a-Lot. There's a lot of birds in that one place. Can I get up that high? What? Everything looks so different. I guess it makes sense because it's no longer in Twilight. That's a lot of birds. Oh, they're probably so that I can summon them with the little hawk thing. What are you? Hello? Oh, a human! I'm Plum! Excuse you, Plum? What are... I thought you went to bed. Did you miss anything not at all creepy? Poison Darth Frog, if you missed the creepy cutscene, good for you. Great timing. Anyway, we're making a new best friend now. But I don't need to talk to humans? Wait, what? What do you mean you don't need to talk to humans? But... No, Chad, I just confessed my humanity on stream and now the beautiful bird doesn't want to be my friend anymore. Am I supposed to summon a hawk to eat you, or am I supposed to turn into a wolf? I am very confused. Hey, can you talk to this bird? No? But he's my favorite! Why bother speaking human if no speak to human? Obviously. Why do you speak human if you don't want to talk to me? I don't know how to fix it. Hey you, I hope your game got more fun. Okay, well, I can't exactly climb this. Yeah, there's treasure chests on all of these, but I cannot exactly climb it. Stopwatch? Ah, okay. So I see... Oh. So there's a house up there, and there's also a plateau over there. That probably relates to the stopwatch. Oops. I have accidentally gone swimming. I did not mean to. And I'm not sure where to go to exit. Okay, that's convenient. Okay. I guess now he's realized I might be a customer. The height of excitement, the thrill of launching to the heavens, the very peak of flying fascination can be yours, fella, for a limited time only and without waiting in line. A paltry $10. What? Why is there a special on repairs right now? This is extremely confusing. I'm just trying to figure out if you've got a mini game or not, Boo. Like, that's what we're here for. You just gotta tell me what I need to do, and I will try to do it. Interested in non-conventional hero legends? Fair. The idea of former chosen ones who turned evil and now have to be defeated. That does sound cool. But that's a bit creepy for a kid's game. I mean, it's a bit creepy even for a not kids game. Wait, what? Why? Why have you met the chicken? What are you doing? Oh, he's gonna shoot me out of a cannon. I understand. The Matrix would go in that direction, but you don't think it did? That would have been interesting. The idea of Neo maybe formerly having been the chosen one, but now not being. What are you doing here, Midna? Oh, that reminds me of something. Didn't the late Queen in Zora's domain ask you to do something? She asked us to find her son, the one who's been missing since he headed for Hyrule Castle. I think she said something about granting you some special power if you rescued him. If the final piece of the fused shadow is on the bottom of Lake Hylia, then it looks like we're going to need that ability. Thank you so much for that recap, Minna, that I already gave people, because I actually remembered all of those, like, story necessary points. That would have been cool, actually. Why was he still fighting Agent Smith? He could have been fighting former Neos. There are chickens down here. That's very exciting. Hey. You know what? I don't think we're gonna talk to you yet, because I think you're gonna make me try to fly chickens through your magical green glowing rupees. And I don't need to do that, actually. I think I'm fine. Oh. Oh, very nice. Okay, so the cannon is how we get up when we fall into the lake, I suppose. Do I have to pay 10 bucks every time we fall in the lake? There. Can I have my friend Moosh back, please? Hi, Moosh! Hi, original Moosh. As long as I don't have to fight anything. I'm pretty happy to have you. They make me fight something again, though. Ooh. Wait. Can I blow these up? I can, right? I'm a human. I should blow up everything. Thank you so much, Poison Dark Frog, for redeeming Kaboom! I will join you in eating some of my very weird garlic parm Doritos. Oh, that had money. Do I want to go that way? Maybe not. Oops. Nope. Okay. Horse. Maybe I just want to try to help the kid first so I can breathe underwater. And then we can explore. Oh. What do you mean I can't take my horse into town? Okay, stay there then, Moosh. Thank you. I love the postman so much. I especially love his like introduction because he always calls me Mr. Lady QEW. And Mr. Lady makes me giggle every time. Thanks for the letter. Thanks for the 2 letters. You were doing a great job. Where do I find my letters again? I think they're on the collection screen. Okay. So there's a new bomb that can be used in the water. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to Kakariko to get that bomb before we go to the dungeon that's underwater and stop being able to use bombs. Playground for grown-ups, huh? Okay. Well, that's nice. So now we get to go into this town as a person when there's other people here. Yay! There's goats! And people. I mean, should I give him money, chat? I don't know what happens if I give him money. What if something bad happens? We'll need some kind of kaboom hydrate redemption where you get both. 2 for the price of 1. Huh. I think this is the fastest way to get. Except... Sorry. I'm getting distracted. There's a clock in this building, apparently. And I want to know... That's very interesting. I wonder... Maybe the clock just means like there's an interaction point? Fortune telling, and I guess the clock was at the chicken house. That is a Zora child. That is beyond my expertise. Okay, that dude seems like he should be tripped. Doctor, wait! If something isn't done, this child will... Ugh. Okay, so first of all, that cat is the best thing that has ever been animated. Well, this isn't... Is the... Who is talking right now? Is it the lady? Is it the person I know? Or is it the cat? I have no idea. Well, this isn't good. A human doctor won't do, huh? That old coot reminded me. I've heard of a shaman in Kakariko village in the Elden Lands who's tended Gorons and Zoras. Is that true? Perhaps if we take him there. Inadvisable. Too dangerous. Oh my gosh. But we can't turn a blind eye to a pretty girl in need either. Yes, we'd better escort you. Am I right, boys? Oh my gosh. Chat, toxic masculinity in game form right here. Well, isn't that nice? To reach Kakariko, we've got to cross 2 plains that are each infested by dangerous beasts. But we'll be safe now. And they're all gone. Lads. I mean, a little bit. Like, what a weird... I guess it's probably kind of good that they ran away, because I'm not sure I want their help. Cowards, don't ever show your face here again. Ooh. I don't like that I'm just standing there right now. Yeah, hi. I was just over here the whole time. Not only that, but it looks like this brave young man will escort us. Get ready. I can't tell if she likes me or if she's about to crush my skull. You know that girl, don't you? That's a real shame. She can't even remember her own name right now. Bless her heart. She found this poor boy collapsed in the road, so she did all she could to save him. More courage in that girl than in all the soldiers of Hyrule, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. She really likes my horse, though. Like, a lot. Like, a little bit upsettingly. She definitely likes the horse more than me. Which, like, actually, I guess is kind of fair. So, you know, yeah, that's fine. I'll lend her my strength. Or your evil cat will definitely get me. This is how this feels. Excuse me? I beg your pardon, cutscene? Do you mind? So, you say the bridge to the east has been destroyed, huh? Then our only option is to cross the bridge to the west. I threw him off a cliff. Excuse you. I threw him off a cliff. Off a cliff. Into a chasm. What is he doing? Are they making me re-mini-boss the same mini-boss that I already beat? I threw him off a cliff. There isn't a bottom to that cliff. It broke his horn. Okay, fair enough. So, wait, does that mean I'm gonna have to... If I defeat him twice and it breaks the other horn, does that mean I'm gonna have to defeat him a third time for it to take? I do admit I didn't get to stab him in the face, and that was a little disappointing. And so maybe I'll get to stab him in the face this time. You see what this means. You'll have to deal with that thing. I am gonna deal with that thing, lady. I have opinions. Thank you so much for this. If you don't mind my asking, what's your name? Lady QEW. Well, I will never in all my life forget your kindness, except for the ways in which you already did, but that is fine, I suppose. Little lady, I think you'd best save your thanks until we are safe. I'm giving her the stink eye because she seems to think I can't help. Which, actually, if you've watched me in combat in this game, maybe I can't help. But Link could probably help if I didn't have to be in charge of it. You remember this? You apologize ahead of time for ever recommending this game? Poison Darthrug, what do I have to do? Oh, that sounds bad. That sounds really bad. I mean, other than the fact that I clearly have to fight the guy that I already fought, I threw him off a cliff. Off a cliff into a chasm that had no visible bottom. If this is a frustrating enough section that you actively remember it, Poison Darthrug, I'm really worried. I'm so worried. This swordsman of ours has great eyes, honey. The proud and wild, like a feral beast. What is this dialogue? Nintendo, are you okay? Are your writers okay? Are your animators okay? Look, are they fine? We need a beast to keep the true ones at bay. If we make it safely, we'll just thank him then, okay? If I remember it being bad, then it was probably especially bad. Why is she winking at me? Okay, I love her. Like, me, the player. I love this character. She is a delight to my soul. However, she's sassing me. Okay. Hello? Hello? You're just... Am I supposed to go first? Oh. Maybe? Am I trying to go this way? Yep, okay. We've cutscened. Please wait here, wagon. I'm about to be busy. I think I might need to throw him off a cliff again. Wait. There's walls now. Did he always have those shields? I don't know if I remember those shields. Okay, it's your turn, honey. We are counting on you. Listen, lady, if I live, we're gonna have some words. Okay, let me consider my options. I didn't have either bombs or the bow the last time I fought him. The shields are new. Double Captain America. Is he gonna throw them at me? So the thing is, the shields are new, which makes me go, like, am I not supposed to shoot him? Because I do have a bow. Am I supposed to shoot him with bomb arrows? Because I can combine my two new items. Am I supposed to follow whatever ridiculous direction it gives me and see if I can possibly interpret what I'm supposed to do? Because the last time it gave me really bad direction. Like, they double mini-bossed me with this guy, and this was after they giant bugged me, which was after they giant flying dinosaur with no face me. They just keep springing like vital combat on me when I am just trying to go from point A to point B in between dungeon 2 and dungeon 3. Like, I don't know what this game thinks is going on, but I was just walking. I was just having a good time walking around. And apparently, ugh, I did not have the bow when I fought him the first time. And so if I have an option, it depends. Like, bombs does not make sense to me. Bombs on an arrow might make sense to me, but bombs does not make sense to me immediately because there isn't a good way to like throw and make it explode on him if we're going to be riding at each other across a bridge. So that doesn't check out. The bow might check out because I didn't have either of those things. The thing is, I just don't know if I should expect that he's going to try to block me with a shield, and so I have to do something clever with the timing or something. But like, maybe? I don't know. We'll see if I have an option to try drawing my bow. This feels like it's going to be a really bad idea. Okay. Whoopsies. I have been kicked up. That's fine. Okay, so I also need to ride my horse. Ho-ho! Hello? Where's he going? Where are you going, dude? What? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm less mad about this one now because that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Okay, so it gave me no direction whatsoever, which means I'm really glad we took the time to talk about this and strategize in advance. Um, because it means the first thing I tried doing was pulling out arrows and shooting him. And he did headbutt me off a cliff, which is fair. That's fair. Like, totally reasonable. I was not paying any attention. But then, like, if you just watched that, his warthog ran into the wall and threw him over the side so hard that apparently the key in his pocket became a shooting star and landed in my hand, even though I am nowhere near any of that. I was not anywhere near him. But whatever, I guess I have a key now. That was to get a key? Like, what is going on in this game? This is genuinely my vibe. Like, why? Why am I randomly having to boss fight in the mini boss fight? Honestly, this guy is taking 3 hits and then going over, because that was the same. I had to hit him with the sword like 3 times before he went over the side, and I shot him 3 times, and so there's probably something in there. Like, ugh. Anyway, we threw him into the same chasm. How much you want to bet he doesn't die this time either? Thank you! That is actually something that I was thinking, that I probably would have found this a lot more frustrating if I didn't have the, like, swing controls. Because the thing that's specific about this is I'm not controlling my shot with this. I'm controlling it with, like, this kind of movement. And I personally have way more ability to be precise with that kind of movement because I can't touch this gently enough to move it just a smidge. And that matters when you're firing the bow or firing a slingshot. And so I'd actually already noticed that about this game, that there have been a couple of things that I needed to be good or precise or like right on the line on shooting an arrow, and I was hitting those things more often than not. And I actually practiced that in the last dungeon. When we went into the room that had a bunch of the dudes with arrows like up on the plateau, I tried to shoot them from really far away because I wanted to understand the shooting mechanic in this game as best I could, and I hit them all but once. And so, like, whatever it is, even when I was doing the ridiculous thing last stream where the little kid in Kakariko wanted me to, like, shoot some targets from far away, and then he wanted me from across the village to shoot the pole next to him, and I'm like, oh, well, we'll see how long this takes. And I got it on the first try. I'm like, whatever it is, like, whatever it is about the targeting in this, I'm not horrible at it. Which means, since this guy was bow, like, I had to aim. I don't know how clear this was to you guys, because I did just hit him all 3 times I tried shooting him, which is, frankly, like, I am very pleased by that, but it was certainly not a guarantee. You have to aim in between his shields because he is carrying 2 shields, and I hit him with a body shot all 3 times. And so I would imagine if my aim was a little bit off, I probably would have hit a shield. And so it was making me do that, like, precise aim in the middle thing, like with the kid who was making me shoot the, like, wooden pole that was right next to him. So, like, that actually was kind of interesting. And I'm not trying to claim any particular skill. Really, all I'm trying to say is thank you so much for the quality of life upgrade that allows me to aim my bow like this instead of like this, because this is trash. And I will never be good at this. But I can be okay at this, and that's good. And not just anyone can shoot a guy just the right way so that he tugs the reins and his pig bumps into a wall at precisely the right angle to make his key fly out of his pocket and into your hand. You're right, Poison Dart Frog. Absolutely. Not just anyone could do that. That is clearly a Hero of Time special. I don't know. Are we the Hero of Time in this game? But like, I actually do like the targeting. That's something I cannot be mad about. Okay. So I was expecting that to be frustrating, and as it turns out, it was a bit of a clown. So, I have some gate keys now. Hey lady, are you gonna sass me again? Or did I impress you finally? Nice, honey. Keep up good work. I feel so sassed. This lady. Wait, now what? Now what? Now what? Sorry, I'm trying to like ride with her. Why does everything sound like I'm like bad things are gonna happen? Oh, they're shooting things with fire. There's a lot of shooting with fire. Oh. Okay. I think I understand the assignment of this one. Even though... Hold on, is that how many hits my... Oh. Do I need to do something here? Do I need to do it by dismounting? Hello? How do I open? I remount my horse? Can I please remount my horse? Bad things are gonna happen. That's fine. What are you? What are you? Okay. Can I... I've fought these dolts before. Epona! Moosh! What the heck are you doing? Oh, come on. Target wagon. Target wagon! Okay, we're about to have some words with how frustrating this sequence is. Minna, now is not the time for you. I am trying to kill these dudes on their horses, and that's not working for me. Because I don't know if you remember, the last time I did horseback combat, it also went poorly. Can I shoot them like that? Why is Epona not going faster? Okay. So, yes, I understand a little bit what's happening. Okay. I don't understand quite how to fix it. I am really not trying to do that. Can I please be clear? I am trying to see. Okay. Look at my map. Why do these guys keep respawning? Okay. So the problem is I have to deal with this stupid bird. Where? Okay. Horse? We are going to have some words, babe. So I want to destroy the dumb thing with a bomb. Which means I need to get ahead of the horse, I think. Did that work? Unclear. Especially not clear when my horse just keeps stopping when I'm trying to, like, turn. Ugh! No! No! Get the dumb... Why are you not moving, Link? Get the dumb bird out of the way? Please, please, Please. So help me. This. Why are you stopping? I do not understand what is making me stop moving sometimes. What button am I pushing? What am I doing wrong, game? Just tell me. Why? Why is the cliff in my way? I can't go around this silly little blip. Are you kidding me? Oh, and then there's another bomb because I have nowhere near anything. Poison Dog Frog, is this the silly thing? Is this the thing? Oh, because I have some opinions on this. Hi, thing that I would like to not be here anymore. Oh my gosh! Why does my horse just stop moving and then not go sometimes? Like, what do I need to press? Can I just get off the horse. Get off the horse. Target the silly whatever this is. Stop shooting the cart. No, that is not the thing I'm targeting. Game, I need to be able to target the cart. You very, very annoying game. Open the gate. Let me actually hurt the things. Please, at some point. I know I need my horse. And now I'm just running into a gate? I didn't even press go. Like, the controls of horseback make me want to wreck this game. Completely. I will burn it all. Anyways, I got them here safely, apparently. If you missed the last 10 minutes of this stream, they're totally fine, clearly. Okay. So I was wrong. The mini-boss fight? Hilarious. In comparison to the wagon. So, first of all, the targeting system in this game, I've talked about it before. The fact that it auto-locks on whatever it considers to be a threat, very frustrating to me, because I need it to target specific things, and I do not know of a way that allows me to choose, right? Like, I do not know how I am supposed to choose that. Second of all, doing anything while on that horse is really frustrating, because, like, all I was trying to do was hit things or go faster or like throw a boomerang, and like the weapon switch that means you have to press certain buttons multiple times to actually make it do what you want. The horse like just not doing any of the things when I press the button, like teeny little bumps in the ground being something that the horse just can't handle. I mean, I also don't do multitasking well, but that isn't even why I would consider that a problem. I actually think that the horseback sections are very poorly designed. And I don't know if that's because of the port or like the upgrade to HD or whatever. Maybe it was better on the original version, but like horseback riding in general in Zelda games up to this point has been fine from getting you from point A to point B faster, and has not been particularly good or well designed for anything else, including the shooting mini games that we had to do in Ocarina of Time, any of the jumping that we've ever had to do, any of the racing. Like, the horse riding mechanic is not good in any Zelda game that I have played thus far with a horse riding mechanic. And so that makes 3 Zelda games, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's just not well done. And so every part of it is going to be frustrating, even like whether or not you have to focus on something else. It's just poorly designed horse riding. Moosh is delightful, and I will happily, like, I would die for Moosh. I will tell you that right now. Moosh is the best. The best. And yet, there's nothing that you could have done to try to make this section even a little bit digestible. Like, I don't even expect good. I just expect, don't make me want to light the game on fire. Anyway, at least we didn't fail, because having to do that twice would have been something. The button commands, I think, are the thing that's going to annoy me the most. The fact that when I have one weapon out, I have to press the button to switch weapons and then press the button again to fire requires a tracking of weaponry that I can't visually spot. Like, I can't see what weapon I have out at any given point in time. And so that's always been silly. The bow especially was kind of frustrating because I tried switching to the bow for fighting the things on Pigback. And that was somehow worse because then when there was nothing for me to target, I went into first person view and I couldn't see the cart anymore. And so that's not a default that I love either. And probably if I played this game long enough and if I practiced, I would get used to what I have to do to get this to respond the way that I want to when I am playing sections like this. But I'm being very careful about my phrasing there because I don't actually think I can get better or that this is like a skill thing. I think this is genuinely just like I have to fight the game a little bit. And so the skill that I would be learning is how to do a dumb thing to prevent a different dumb thing. Like, it doesn't feel like I'd improve. You guys just saw me shoot that guy 3 times in between his 2 shields with barely any effort expended whatsoever. And then that horse section. I'm like, okay, so your game mechanics are strangers to each other. And someone can be genuinely pretty okay and then completely fall apart because these game mechanics have nothing to do with anything else you've ever asked your player to do. What makes that good game design? Anyway, Nintendo, this game is super creepy and you should check to make sure you're okay. And also, maybe you should revisit your horseback and your swimming sections in general across every game you've ever made because they tend to have problems. But that's okay, because this game mostly isn't horseback. This game is mostly being a wolf so far, in my experience. Oh, okay. So apparently the kid's just fine, but now we have to tell him his mom's dead. I just finished complaining about your mechanics, and now I have to come back to your story for a moment. Twilight Princess, why do you have to hurt me like this? I mean, my memory of it's fine. She just kind of appeared in a bloom of light. She seems like a pretty cool lady. Oh, if Epona was a Yoshi. Do you know what I think would have helped? Okay, sorry. I have a long list of things that I think would have helped that section, including a useful camera, reasonably good targeting, and specifically... Okay, but I'm going to tell you the 2 things that I think... The 2 things that I'm going to settle on that I think would have made that section and most of the horse sections a lot better. The first thing that I think is if you are going to have a target system like that, where you can target a specific enemy, I think you should have at least a little bit of auto control of the horse. Like, if I'm targeting a specific enemy, the horse should naturally be aimed towards that enemy. And I should not have to move and redirect my stick to continue following that enemy. That is a thing that I think would help a lot with specifically the struggles around multitasking and trying to juggle all of the different inputs that are happening during that section. Because I think that that's something, I don't know if they had the ability to do it with the original game, but they probably did have the ability to do something like that with this remake by the time they got there. I don't know if Nintendo has ever done that, just like a mild sort of drift. That would have helped. And the other thing that I think would have helped, which I think is in line with your Yoshi comment, Poison Darth Frog, is collision for your animal. So specifically, if I run into one of the enemy boars, I jostle them. I knock them off. I something that I can actually use my horse like a weapon. I think that either of those changes, or especially both of them, would have made that section have a lot more strategy that actually feels adjacent to other things that you have to do in Zelda games, if that makes sense. Like, that would have given you more flexibility on how to handle the situation And I think that that might have also made it a little bit more fun, because who doesn't want to play bumper cars? Could have gobbled the enemies off their pigs, exactly, and gobbled the wagon fire, spat it back at the enemies. I definitely agree. And I'm not at all engaging in this conversation to try to avoid how sad this scene is, because we have to tell this kid that his mom is dead. Anyway, this guy seems to think that it was an awful memory for me. It wasn't. She's fine. She's pretty cool. She's gonna give me a really awesome power, and I think that's important. But thankfully, this has given Colin some purpose, because I think Colin needed a purpose. He didn't have enough to do. But also, no one should give their child that haircut. So now we've rescued all the children, chat, even though one of them has no memory, and that's probably fine, right? We've rescued all the kids, right? We even saved the little Zora kid. Hey lady QEW, about Ilya, is it true what they said about her? I love how I don't even have to answer that question. Thank you so much, Colin. Your hero worship is very obvious, but probably ask the medical practitioner. Oh, I would love that. Poison Darth Frog, yes. Colin should be the one who grows up and defeats me after I turn heel. Will it be alright? Can you make that promise to him? Nice to see there's still hope here. It's always good to see happy results repay your efforts. With Mallow as his mentor. Oh my goodness. Because Mallow, much like Midna, would never stoop to actually be involved in any of this. Those skills of yours, any chance you're of the mind to put them to use? There's a group trying to do what it can. I'm a member of that group. Yeah, I could kind of tell from your, like, thanks, Toma. I may just stay here a bit longer. I wasn't misreading the signs. I think she likes him. I'll stay here a bit longer. Ilya still needs some help, and the rest, well, never mind about that. Watches him walk away. Never mind about that, huh? Never you mind about that. It's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. You can be into that. Now she's threatening me. Don't worry. I'll go back to your bar. There's a passageway that leads to the castle from inside her bar. Well, that's a useful thing to know for when I have to go defeat the king. Oh my gosh, I ship them. That's adorable. Oh, hi. Ha 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 ha. I was kind of expecting a jump scare because I've been frightened a few times. But hey, you're pretty cool. Don't worry, you're not a sad memory to me, lady. Where did you go, though? Oh, there you are. Thank you so much. You're very glowy. Oh, much easier to follow you than, like, any part of the last everything that I've done. Great. Perfect. Fabulous. Can I breathe underwater now? Oh, graveyard, huh? We grave robin chat. Oh, this is pretty. What a beautiful little area. That is a great question, Poison Darth Frog. I wonder how that works because typically gills... Okay. A new reason for a fish waifu. Could you just breathe underwater if you were kissing Azora the whole time? The thing is, typically the way that gills work is you put water in your mouth and then the gills filter out the liquid part and keep the oxygen. Is that not how that works? I mean, I've never had gills. And so, like, maybe I'm just horrifyingly wrong and very much embarrassing myself on the internet. But I thought the idea was, like, it was filtering, like, the gills were filtering through the water to get the oxygen to, like, fuel you. And so, if the problem with that, the actual problem, because the thing is, I think that there is a way that we could make this work. We just have to figure out what the intake point is. The problem is that you as a human, if you are borrowing oxygen from Azora, you still have to breathe out carbon dioxide, because the reason that humans like pass out due to lack of air is partially lack of oxygen in the bloodstream, and more likely first a buildup of carbon dioxide in the bloodstream. And so exhalation is just as important as inhalation for breathing. You have to like get rid of the carbon dioxide. And I don't know how gills interact with that, which means even if you can, okay, so I get a common sense check. That's nice. But like, even if you could rewrite the working of gills to be the thing that intakes water, so that Azora could breathe out oxygen into your mouth, you'd still need to like take your mouth away to breathe out carbon dioxide. And so I think what we would need is we would need the gills to be an intake system, and then the Zora would need to like mouth to mouth you, and then you would need to breathe out. So it's not so much if you kissed the Zora the whole time, but if you just repeatedly kissed the Zora every time you needed to breathe. Like, there's a shot for this to work, just not constant. Because I think actually no matter how a gill system works, if you just go with kiss the Zora every time you need to inhale, the Zora can prepare through whatever system required to hopefully have some oxygen to breathe out at you, assuming, which I think we can assume, assuming that they're amphibians, which we can assume because we've seen a bunch of them above water, so they do have oxygen breathing capabilities. Those two things would need to interact, though. I don't actually know if amphibians, like, if you're using your gills, do you still use your lungs? Yes, no? I'm saying there's a chance, but what's the most tricky about this is that science will tell me true things about amphibians, about how gills work, about how lungs work, about how oxygen works, about whatever. Like, science can tell you true things, but the Zora is still a made-up fantasy creature. And so what rules does it follow? Which means I think there's a world in which I could design a lore around this to make it possible. And I think it's quite funny, which means I want to. Oh. Interesting. So the Zora King is buried here. Oh, so I get a new outfit. How fun. Blue tunic. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what part of that is hair. There might be headdress. Yeah, because she's got like that piece there on her face. those little curly bits that almost look like paper look more like a headdress for a helmet than like hair. But you can see it right there. There's that blonde shimmery ponytail behind her neck. That's, I think, her hair, which means I think coming out the back of her helmet, she probably has really long hair that's just combed back into some sort of like ponytail or braid. Ugh. No, I have to tell the kid his mom's dead and he's the king now. Come on, game. Give me a little break. Well, it's a good thing you found all of your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor, but aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last fused shadow. Midna, I can't be forgetting the fused shadow when the literal thing I just did was get the piece of equipment you told me to get so that I could go to the dungeon to where the fused shadow is. Like, come on. You haven't even given me the opportunity to make a directional input before you were yelling at me. Remember what Fair and the Light Spirit said. He said you would need the fused shadows to defeat the Dark Overlord Zant and save the world. So even if you go back now with all of the people you saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's go get it. We need to go to the temple on the lake bed of Lake Hylia. Okay, that's great. Except I'm probably gonna go buy myself bombs that can blow up in the water first, if you don't mind, Midna. Anyways, I love you. You're my best friend. And also, probably, I should find a way to get some health back, because boy howdy did I not do particularly well at that during the combat section. Whoops. That's okay, I'll go stand in the sacred spring. Okay, so we're gonna go buy bombs. We're gonna go stand in the sacred spring. And then we're gonna save the game. And we're gonna have to figure out what comes next week. But I successfully defended a cart. Anyway, they got lit on fire a lot, and I'm sorry about that. Is it still gonna work? Yep. I think Kate's the one who asked me about this, either last week or the week before. You asked me about how stingy it was with hearts. And I said it was pretty stingy with hearts, except it knew when it thought you were losing hearts. And so pretty much every time you defeat a trio of shadow beasts, it drops hearts at you. And this is a very helpful thing, the fact that, like, it kind of has fairy fountains in the form of the sacred springs. I don't know what's going to happen in the back half of the game, because I'm not silly enough to think that, like, this game is anything other than in the first half. There's gonna be a twist. We all know there's gonna be a twist. Oh my gosh, look at the vicious fish bomb. Ooh. I can only keep one type of bomb in my bomb bag. That is exactly what the bomb looks like, Poisoned Earth Frog. Oh. Very nice. Fascinating. I wonder if that's like... I wonder if when I get a bomb bag upgrade, instead of increasing my capacity, maybe it'll increase my capacity of bomb types? Because it looks like there's going to be 3 types of bombs. And it's a little disconcerting to, like, not have my normal ones. I don't know if I'm going to need those at some point. I don't know anything. Maybe I'll just keep that there. Oh my gosh, there's still so much map that I haven't discovered. Can I put this outfit on? Ah! Oh my gosh! How do I make it turn around? Oh, this is gonna be ridiculous. It's an odd game mechanic choice. Like, different bombs. Interesting. And we don't have a multi-component bag for them. Oh my gosh, look at me. It looks so extra. This is spectacular. Can I, like, warp to the lake? I cannot warp because I'm not in Shadow Realm. Maybe this was a bad time to put this outfit on because I think... Okay, where do I go? It's Kakariko. Like, I went far. I went far with that silly wagon. Oh my gosh, I have flippers. I have flippers, chat. Well, I'll get my horse back now. This is fine. Thanks, horsey. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to summon him again because I'm guessing I'm gonna, like, wind up at this stream. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, but kind of hilarious. I haven't done any of my exploring. There's probably bugs. I don't know. Okay. So, game is telling me to go to the temple. I might want to do some poking around because it seems like I actually have the ability to, like, look around at stuff for a little bit, which means I can probably catch some bugs. Anyways, that means we might have a little bit of adventuring next stream, and then after the adventuring we might be starting a dungeon, which means we might have to see the creepy chicken lady. Sorry if that happens. But either way, we are making our way towards the third piece of the fused shadow, which is definitely going to be time for the game twist. And I have no idea what it is, so that feels like it's going to be kind of exciting, which means if you are interested in any of that, if you are interested in watching me navigate the water dungeon, yeah, come back next week. There's sure to be more shouting. I'm glad you found it fun. I also found it fun. Like, I even kind of found it fun when every part of the horse combat was being awful, because it's still fun. It's just more of a clown fiesta fun instead of, like, good, honest talent fun, if that makes sense. It's mental. I never want to fight anything on a horse, ever, both in real life or in game, but such is life. I have dropped a raid message in chat because I am seeing that Fiend appears to be live. And we all know that I love Fiend. And it looks like Fiend is playing Super Mario Maker. At least that's what the stream title says right now, which is absolutely insane. And 10 out of 10, I would love to see more of that game. A circus of trash fire is entirely accurate. Like, it's not like it wasn't fun. It just was also a trash fire. Like, absolutely. So we're gonna go visit Fiend. We're gonna see what's going on over there in that fun little corner of the world, which is another piece of Canada, in case you didn't know that Fiend was also a Canadian streamer. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for encouraging me, especially when I was having to shoot a guy that I've already thrown off a cliff. I don't know how many times they're going to recycle that mini boss, but I am expecting to see him at least once more. We'll see. Anyway, at least the kids are safe right now. So the adventure will continue next week. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time is when I stream it. So I will be here same time next week. If you are in Canada, don't forget about the long weekend this weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful time of it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, a wonderful week, a wonderful long weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. And until I see you next time, as always, keep it cute, folks. Bye.